Alrighty. I'll go ahead and let y'all write it down. And you will see a lot of points. So that's another reason you need to have your calculator, and you need to be very familiar with what you're doing on your calculator, because in business, you're not going to have just 2 or 3 points. You're going to have 6 to 10 points, if not more. Of course, the large number rule of statistics says the larger the number, the what? The better. So if you have 50 points versus 5 points, you go with the 50 points. So what I want you to do after you write these down is I want you to plot it, compute line of regression, best fit, or line of, nonlinear regression, and see what you come up with. And that's using the quadratic regression that we used the other day on your calculator.
All right, I'm in there.
You got it? What'd you end up doing?
I had to go back and uncheck all the boxes and go to...
So you're in the class now? So now we got 2 people. Okay. So the Anderson campus is really on the ball. We got 2 people out of 7, I think. So I don't know what's wrong with the other 5. But anyway, so now we've got 8 spots at the Anderson campus, and I think 6 spots at the Easley campus. So that should take care of everybody, hopefully. And then I'll extend the Anderson campus and the Easley campus accordingly, probably 2 or 3, because of people that are slack and not registering when they're supposed to.
Just call us out, why don't you?
Yeah. Well, everybody, let's see, Easley campus, I think all y'all are registered. Okay, so I'm trying to think how I can do this. I'm going to minimize this. And then I'm going to pull up Excel and minimize it.
So all of the years you use, that all goes in. The table just.
All right, so let's look at.
Okay.
2000, I guess they go in sync. 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. Seven 7.8, 9.553, 7.665, 14.568, 17.831, 21.393, 25.27, 29.503, 34.158, 39.33, 45.15, 51.785, and 59.453. And this is the year, of course, and this is the revenue. So, to plot this, we go to Insert, and Stat Plot. And of course we see a what? A non-what?
Linear.
Non-linear regression. Click on the points. Dang old add trend line. And it is a polynomial, or I don't know if it's, there we go. Polynomial, set intercepts. Well, can't set an intercept with that one, so we'll just go with polynomial. That's a linear regression. Display the equation. All right, so if you use the Excel spreadsheet, it's a little bit easier. I don't know, it depends on those of you that like the Excel spreadsheet or like using Excel. Hopefully everybody knows a little bit about Excel, but if you trying to think of anything else I can tell you on this one. No, not really. There's not.
Hey, I turned my head for a second and I didn't see how you opened that format trend line. Will you do it again?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just let me delete the whole thing. All right, so here, go to Insert.
Scat plot, I got that.
And then when you click on one of the points, then right click and go to Add Trend Line.
Okay.
And then this one is polynomial. You could do a linear if it was asking for that, but y'all see the curve, so you know it's polynomial. And then down at the bottom, now R squared is your correlation coefficient. The closer it is to 1, the more of a correlation you have. That's what the R is. So if you want to write down R, write down R is equal to correlation coefficient. And the closer it is to 1, the more correlation there is. That's more of a statistical thing. So, but I included on here so you see that there is a trend, and you see that you have a quadratic equation there. That should be what your TI gives you when you do quad. So let's go to the. Well, I'm not going to punch in all those. The next problem I'll do on the calculator and the Excel spreadsheet, and then we'll check both of them. So who has a question on this? Now, what if you wanted to find out the revenue for 2022?
That's a good question.
Wouldn't you just plug in 22?
You would just plug it in, yes. Now, the thing is, let's say, y is equal to 0.2313x squared minus 927.45x plus, is that one whole number? I guess that's is that 929,711, or is there a decimal in there?
Yes.
Wow. 929,711. And if you wanted to find 2022, you would plug in 2022. Excuse me. You would plug in 2022, so that would be 0.2313 2022 raised second power minus 927.45 times 2022 plus 929711. And the reason this number is so big is because instead of using 6 years from 2000, 8 years from 2000, 10 years from 2000, it's using 2006. So that's why that number is so big. So it'll take care of itself. So somebody calculate that and tell me what you get. Now, by the graph, looks like the graph is going to give us, now let's see.
Mr. Hubert,
Yes.
wouldn't you just plug in 22 instead of 2022 into the X?
Yes, I'm sorry, you would. Yes, you would. I'm sorry. Thank you. It looks like it's going to be, if you continue this line up, let me do the whiteboard here. I'm trying to do 3 things at one time. Excuse me.
Me too.
If you continue this line, like right in there, I would say probably 70, let's see, that's half of that 65, so maybe what? 75, whatever, 75,000 or whatever, 75 million.
What did you
But looks around 75.
say? So you put minus.
So plug in, I'm sorry, don't plug in 2022, plug in 22.
Negative 2.2.
And somebody tell me what you got.
Well, that's what I have.
When you plug in 22, somebody tell me what you get.
Is there a reason you marked out that 0.45 or no?
No, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's my line. That's
When
my
I-
projection line.
When I plugged in 22 to that equation, I got 909,416.66.
So you need to plug in 2022.
I will never
Plug in
mind.
2022. I think that's correct. Because whatever is on the chart is what you need to plug in. Now, if the question said years since 2000 and then you put the 6 and the 8 on the x-axis, then that's when you would do that. I believe this one calls for you to actually plug in the 2022. That's why that number is so big. Try that. See what you get. You should get around what my Excel spreadsheet is saying. And hold on just a second. And I'll see what it says when I do this. I would say that's close to 75,000 or 75 whatever. What is this thing in? Anybody know? Is it in thousands or millions or what?
Billions.
Okay. Looks like 75 million. 75, 76 million, somewhere in there.
I basically got, after I put 2022 in, I got like 1.8 million.
Okay.
Not saying all the numbers.
I got
Something's
73.
wrong.
73.4.
Okay, who got 73?
Oh, I
What'd
see
you
what I
get?
did. I see what I did. Hold up.
She used to do this.
Okay, so you got 73. Somebody got 73 million? Okay.
74.
74 million. That's about right because that's where it's hitting right there. So, tell me what you got again?
73.45.
73.45 times 10 to the what?
Gonna kill somebody.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
73.545. That goes in the millions category. I'm sorry. I was thinking of scientific notation. All right. So, and what if you wanted to find where the curve bottoms out? For those of you that's looking right here, what's that called?
The y-intercept.
The y-intercept. What do you do if you want to find the y-intercept?
Plug in 0.
Plug in 0 for what?
X.
Plug in 0 for x. So if you want to find the y-intercept, plug in 0 for x. And that's going to give you 929,711. So the curve bottoms out at 0, 929,711. So that's where your company pretty much is break even. Because anything below 929,000 is going to end up being in the negative. And that's what you're going to have to be able to find when you're dealing with these business type problems. Now, what the calculus is going to throw into the effect is the rate of change at any point on that curve. So what we're doing right now, let me get rid of this. This is driving me crazy. All right. What you're dealing with right now is this. You've got something like this, and you got these points. And you're trying to find one. You're trying to find the tendency or the correlation. Okay, I think that's with one L. And 2, you're trying to find the actual equation. 3, you're trying to find the prediction. And in this case, we did 2022. And 4, you want to see where it bottoms out, meaning what? The Y what? Intercept. So this is all Math 109. Okay? When you get to Math 130, you're going to do just like we do in engineering calculus. At any point on this line, at any point, so like I picked this point right here, I want to find the slope of that tangent line at any point on that line. Now the slope, and this is Math 130, the slope of that line is equal to the rate of what?
Change.
Okay, the difference between algebra and calculus. Algebra is one point in, or not one point in time. Algebra is the span of A to B. All right, so here's A and here's B. All right, and algebra looks at, okay, from A to B. What calculus does, whether you're an engineering calculus or business calculus, it gives you any point in time, at any second, any point. So if I wanted at this point, boom, I can get it. If I wanted at this point, boom, I can get it. Without having to go through a calculation just like we did for 2012, I don't have to go through that calculation. I can find it with the calculus. Okay? So that's what you're going to be doing in Math 130. So if you can't do this fluently, you're going to suck at what? You're going to suck at the Math 130. All right? So let's do a nerd.
Oh, what?
Everything? Nerding?
I never heard of that one.
Name. You never heard of that? Okay, that's your fault. All right. Okay. I got another TV show that I watched like the whole season last night. It's driving me crazy. All right, this Netflix thing.
Hemlock's Grove.
Yeah, Hemlock's Grove. Have anybody seen that?
Mm-mm.
Very
What's it about?
slow. And this gigantic woman is walking around, and she's got one big eye and one small eye, and there's vampires and werewolves, and nobody's ever seen it before.
Sounds good.
You watched all of it?
It's pretty good. Anyway, I watched 2 seasons. I don't know which season it's on now, but I watched 2 seasons like
Oh my god.
What are we
within
talking
the last
about?
2 days.
Last 2 days, watched 2 seasons. Oh
Yep.
my god.
So I stay up late. Okay.
Season.
All right.
You need to
so-
you need to start Breaking Bad.
No, I ain't watching no freaking meth heads. I ain't watching that. I'm sorry.
Breaking
I ain't
Bad's
got
awesome.
I ain't got no use for drugs. Period. I ain't got no use for that.
We all have a use for drugs somewhere in our life.
No, not me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, except for prescription drugs, I ain't got no use for potheads.
Well, those are drugs.
They right down there, right there with thieves, in my opinion. Okay,
What about
How
the
do you feel
meth
about
heads?
thieves?
shoot them. Where'd y'all go? Y'all just disappeared. Okay, there we go. All
I
right, so
think
here's
they'll
another
lose me,
one.
though. Death penalty. I'm a firm believer too. Don't worry.
Next one. Well, I thought I had another one for you. There it is. All right, let me blow it up for you, especially for those people that can't see.
No, he.
Now, they give you the table and this one. I got this one from the Disease of Control and Prevention. The figure at the table shows that the percent of the U.S. adult population with diabetes or diabetes, depending on where you're from, diagnosed and undiagnosed, is projected to grow rapidly in the future. Golly, what a surprise. And you got 300-pound second graders. Golly, that's a surprise. Go to McDonald's and get supersized this and that. God, that just surprises the heck out of me. In fact, I believe in 2050 it's going to be 60% instead of 35%. So, is this a non-linear or is this a linear? Well, it's kind of linear to me. We'll run both. That's the good thing about the Excel spreadsheet. You can run both without having to go through a lot of pushing buttons. So I'll let y'all work on that. While y'all working on it, I'll be punching it in the Excel spreadsheet. So hurry up and get it copied down. And Miss Burdett, are you going to register for this class? 1:30? You don't need it.
I don't think I do.
Okay, we'll just let everybody down. Okay, that's fine.
I will.
All right,
Sorry, not sorry.
that's all right.
And Miss Burdett, I didn't act like I hate you.
Yeah.
If I didn't have to take this class, I would.
Class is not going to make because of you. Okay. How about you? Are you taking?
Wow,
one?
how do you feel about that? You should feel awful.
Yesterday.
Okay, so you going to register for this Anderson campus?
Yeah.
Okay, good. How about you?
I mean,
You don't going to take 1:30?
yeah.
Okay. So y'all just need 109, and you're just going to just say the heck with everybody else. Okay, that's fine. Now just cut throat. Cut your fellow students' throat. That's fine. No pressure. Just let everybody down.
Okay, I will.
What's your major?
Nursing.
Oh yeah, you don't need calculus. What's your major?
Computer engineering.
Okay, so why are you taking 109 if you're in computer engineering?
They just told me.
I was so
take
mad.
this,
I was
take
like
one
found
of
out.
Who told you that?
my advisor.
Better check on that. Computer science and computer engineering, you need Cal 1.
No.
So you need Math 110 and Math 111.
My advisor told me to take 109.
Don't ever listen to your advisors. They're stupid.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
Are you an advisor?
Yes.
Oh, well, it the shoe fits.
You better check on that. I'll be glad to look at it with you, but I think you need to be in the other track. You need to be in the 110, 111, which the 109 will get you ready for the 111 because it's just algebra. So you might need to take the 111, but
Okay.
that don't sound right. 109 and 130 is predominantly 98% for business and marketing majors.
I don't know why I'm in here.
So you might want to check on that. I'd hate for you to take
All these?
130 and
Why
140
did you
or
put 'em all
130 and
in
one, other classes.
Stuff, so I
Can't
put a
use.
0 in for it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So has everybody got it copied down?
You start from the bottom. You can't start in the middle. 'Cause no-
All right. So here we go. Let me go to my handy dandy Excel spreadsheet
Absolutely.
and let's plug it in. I can't see, but that's 2010, 2015, 2020, 2025, 2030, 2035, 2040, 2045, 2050.
That's who I have right now.
I don't know why we're going 2050. We all going to be dead because,
Honestly.
climate change is going to sink everybody, and we're going to have water world, and Kevin Costner's going to run around killing everybody. So, 2010, 15.7.
Up here.
Y'all never seen Water World?
Nope.
I have.
15.9.
I've seen parts of it.
Like Shamu?
What's that?
It's a little bit of a waste of your time. It's
Yeah,
kind
it
of
is.
bad.
Much.
Just a little bit of a waste.
All on boats because there's no land.
Yeah.
And I think I seen that.
Add them back to the
It's
water.
stupid.
You have to watch it like 3 or 4 times to actually understand what's going on.
Yeah, I watched it that one time. I was like, forget
Yeah,
it.
you're like, this is stupid. Kind of like Get Out. That's stupid. 31.4, 30. I couldn't even watch. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I only watched it for 15 minutes. I said, this is stupid. Okay. So, take this handy dandy cursor, highlight, insert, data, click on it, add trend line. I'm going to say it's linear. Set intercepts. Oh, wait a minute. That ain't
I
right.
agree.
There we
I believe
go.
they're linear.
Mm-mm.
No.
I don't know why it's setting the intercept there. That's not right. Intercept looks like it's going to be around 15. We'll check that. All right. So if you wanted to project for 2055, you would plug 2055 in there. And half of 2055 is what? 1027 plus 9B. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Looks like it'd be somewhere around 37, whatever. Be around 37. Somebody go ahead and find 2055 for me. And take my handy dandy whiteboard. We're going to take this, and I'll see if I can do this. That's what, I guess that line looks straight. And take my handy dandy red line. Yeah, I'd say around 37. What'd y'all get?
37.67
Okay.
or 68.
And then this one, if you plug in 0, that doesn't look right. It says the y-intercept is negative 917. Either I'm looking at something wrong, or if I plug in 0 for x, I get and 117, but it don't line up. I just wonder if it is, hold on a second. Let me go to polynomial. Let's go with a polynomial. Both gives us a negative period. I still say it's linear. So we'll go with linear. And the R is 0.98, so you do have a correlation there. I'm still trying to figure out why we're getting a negative. Oh, duh. Where does the x-intercept start? I mean, where does the x start? 2005, Hubert. Okay, so you got to count 2004 spaces back this way to get.
You got to count 2005 spaces
that's
back.
it. So 2005 is what you need to plug in. So at 2005, somebody plugged that in. I was thinking about a regular graph. So plug in 2005 and see if you get around 14 when you plug in 2005. Sorry about that. See how the little things you notice in these applications.
I got 14.44.
Exactly, and that's where it's falling, right about there. All right, let's do another one. And then after this one, after these three, you should have this section down pretty well, if that's the word. So let's go to our handy dandy whiteboard. And the next problem is...
Can I borrow this?
Yeah.
There it is, households. I have no idea what the question's asking, so I didn't. It was on another page, and I didn't feel like snipping the first part of it. But we're talking about households per year. So maybe this is households that have cable, I don't know, or something. Or households that have TV.
Ooh, right.
You might want to make up a title. Let's say households that had TVs in their house. Something like that. Then I want you to determine if it's linear or if it's non-linear, and then go from there. So, what does this weekend look like as far as Clemson, South
No, we're going
Carolina,
to discuss that.
Alabama, and Georgia?
Who you gonna play?
I thought he was asking about the weekend.
What about him?
So where does Clemson play?
They play at home.
At home.
Who do they play who?
Georgia Tech.
Okay, Georgia will win. Who's Clemson play?
Georgia Tech.
Oh my gosh. Georgia Tech has been a spoiler for Clemson ever since the beginning of time.
Whatever.
I remember when I was a kid and a teenager, every year Clemson and Georgia Tech would play, and it was either decided by a field goal or a touchdown. Or
We don't
overtime.
play well against their offense.
Huh?
We don't play well against their offense.
Because it's a different offense, the option offense.
We have recently, ever since we got our new defensive coordinator, we have.
Yeah, he's a little bit over the top, but anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's a little bit over the top in my opinion.
He needs to relax a little bit.
Yeah, he does. That man's gonna have a heart attack by the time he's 40. So who does? Okay, Clemson hopefully will win. Georgia will win.
They play Florida.
Yeah, they're gonna win. Who does Alabama play? They're gonna win, but who does Alabama play?
Someone bad.
Not another cupcake, I hope.
South Carolina's gonna lose.
They
Who
play
does they
LSU
play?
in 2 weeks.
On
So.
there.
Who does South Carolina play?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
I don't think anyone cares about them anymore.
Maybe Vanderbilt. I don't know.
Well, they might get beat. That coach sucks. I hope he does something. I hope they do something because he sucks. All right. So let me minimize this and then go to our handy dandy spreadsheet. 1960, 1970, 1980, 1985. That was a great year. 1990, 1995. 90 sucked. 2002, 2004, 2007, 2008, 2010, 2011, 2012, and 2013. 439, 523, 1509, 1983, 2856, 38, 4898, 5080, 6209, 14, 6768, 2011, 2012, 2013. That's really bothering me. The computer engineering, you taking math, that's really bothering me. It's really bothering me now.
You put years next to years.
What?
On
I
the
suck.
right column. Yeah.
Y'all can tell that 109 on computer engineering is bothering me. It really is. 6715. Any of y'all know any computer engineering people?
No, can't say I do.
6928 and 7046. And let's see what we got. Dang old insert. Looks non-linear to me. You could do a linear, but I think it would be non-linear. Mainly because you got this curve going right here. So, depends on what the directions say. It depends on, they may ask for both, but I doubt it. Polynomial. There we go. And display equation. Is that what y'all got? That's a BA number on the end, so just don't worry about that. Got a high correlation factor, so that means there is correlation. So if you're talking about plugging in for 2020, you're probably talking, let's see if I can do that. Let's take our handy dandy whiteboard. And y'all be plugging in 2020. And I'm going to extend this line. Well, let me try it again. Let's go with a magenta line.
Usually just put it in right there for that X.
Okay, I can't draw a line.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like the way he's doing it. But I do.
Okay, for some reason, I'm not able to draw a line. and it's somebody else's fault. It's always Bush's fault. I'm sorry. Trump's fault.
Hey, no.
That's the Russians.
It's the Russians' fault. That's right.
Oh, have y'all noticed what's happened on the Russian collusion trial?
No.
Yeah, of course.
You know, the Democrats have got is convinced that Russia and Trump. So they got this big old investigation headed by one of the biggest FBI directors, whatever his name is. And guess where all the evidence is leading them to?
Hillary.
Bill and Hillary. Ain't that karma's a bitch?
Isn't that funny?
Wait, can you explain that a little bit? What do you mean?
Yeah, we're listening now.
They're listening to they're following all the evidence, and all the evidence for the collusion, Russian collusion, is going toward Bill and Hillary and the Democrats.
Do you know like what they've done or like what?
Oh,
what
they sold 20% of our uranium to Vladimir Putin.
What is that?
Smart.
That's always a good idea.
That sounds
Yeah. Okay, what'd you get for 2020?
Shoot.
Looks like, I would say, maybe 9,000 or 8,600. What'd y'all get?
How do I get back down?
Y'all still calculating?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you got me.
Get back down to the. What you mean? I figured it out. No, I didn't.
For some reason, I can't draw. I've tried to draw a line on this thing, and for some reason, Russian collusion. That's interesting. Oh, now I know why. Duh. There we go. Now pull up the Excel spreadsheet. And I get a line I don't know, maybe that's right there maybe. And then we'll draw another line. Maybe green. I get, I don't know, it's close to 9,000. What'd y'all get?
I don't think I got that.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
What'd you get?
I got 7,209. I don't know what I did wrong.
7,209. No, that wouldn't.
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep working on it because you should get, at 2020, you should get, y'all see my picture up here. There's that point right there. It looks like, because I don't think it's going to be going this way. This is what y'all are saying. It could, but what'd you say, 7,000 what?
2009.
Yeah, that's right here.
I think
that's
I'm
gonna
pretty.
happen.
I think I plugged my stuff in wrong because I don't have the same graph as you.
Okay. Well, I could have messed up. Here, look at mine right quick. I realize it's 4 minutes, so don't self-combust. You'll be okay. All right? Look at the numbers and see if I got something wrong. Because I could have something wrong because Miss Burdette did it. Yeah. You know, Hillary blames everybody, and Kaepernick blames Trump because he lost his job. And who else is blaming who? Somebody else is blaming somebody else.
We're
Can't
all
remember all
blaming
three
Trump,
of them.
actually,
Well, yeah.
for some unknown reason.
Okay, so do I have numbers in there right?
Man, I'll be totally honest with you. I don't know how to get my numbers back.
Oh my Lord. Well, I think we're good on this. I think it's going to be
I'll just trust
around,
you. There's a good chance I did it wrong, so I'll just watch you.
I think it's around 9,000, but somebody needs to check that with the math. And you could take your handy dandy calculator and plug in, do y is equal to 2.1005 x squared minus 8213.6 minus 8213.6 x plus, we're going to try this, 8 EE6. And graph,
You're gonna get that thing a heart attack.
and I know, and
Putting
go
an E
to-
in there, it's gonna trip.
Go to Zoom Fit. Where's Fit? It's up in there somewhere. There it is. Okay, and then we need to zoom out. And zoom out a few times, but I have no idea what this looks like. Okay, it's not looking good so far.
Nice.
Looks like I either typed in something in wrong or that looks nothing like what I'm doing. Zoom out. Well, I'm not in the first quadrant, but my first quadrant, we're going to have to go over long ways this way. Yeah. I think it you see the curve? There's a little curve in it, and then it's going to come up probably way over to the right. So you're just going to have to keep zooming out or set the window at whatever, and then plug in y is equal 9,000 and y is equal to 9,000 and see what you get. See, you see the curve there? There it is. And then type in y is equal just to C, 9,000. Go down here and say 9,000 because I said it was around 9,000. And graph. And then hit zoom fit. And that should give you some kind of idea, but you got to work with it, okay? All right, so work on 9 point, or whatever chapter we're on, 3.1, 3.2, and 3.4. And finish that homework up and send me questions, okay?
Okay.
You need to check on that. That's not right. I don't think that's right. You can check on it. Just if you got a handbook. Come on over here. Let me get, you got a second? You got to go anywhere right now? I want to check on that for you. I may be totally 100%